Hello, my name is Gerardo Ibanez, and I'm in a group with Pamela Molina and Melanie Moreno for the Maricosta Student Veteran Oral History Service Learning Project and Professor Strona's English class. Our interviewee for the project was Wesley Wilson, and throughout the interview process we picked up on the fact that he has an A-type personality which we think helped him in his transition in and out of the military. An A-type personality is someone who usually has attributes such as competitiveness, ambitiousness, assertiveness, and a strong sense of independence. Starting our interview, we asked Wesley how he ended up joining the military. He states how his intentions weren't to join at first, but to look after his little brother so he didn't get screwed over. We see one of the first traits of a Type A personality in his assertiveness to protect his brother and his ambition when he hears what he can achieve by going into the military.
We went, he really wanted to join the Army to be an 11 Bravo, which is infantry. And so I was like, oh, dude, that's a stupid idea. You shouldn't do that. But whatever, I'm going to go with you to make sure that, I've heard recruiters screw over a lot of people. So I went with him to make sure that he wasn't getting screwed over or nothing. And interestingly enough, the recruiter's like, oh, hey, why don't you just take this ASVAB thing too and just see where you go? I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Just something to kill time with, take a test. I ended up scoring like in the 90 percentile. And my recruiter's like, oh, this is great. Let's, you can have any job you want in the military. So then it got me thinking. That's actually why I ended up joining. Mainly because of that. And then the kicker is my brother didn't even join in the end. So I joined and he didn't.
That's funny.
His personality allowed him to take a test just to pass some time. He ended up realizing that his score opened up a great opportunity to choose whatever job he wanted. His ambitious attitude made it so he couldn't pass up the chance. Following the last question, we asked Wesley about boot camp. It was clear that he was not at all concerned. He seemed very positive that he wouldn't have any issues getting through it. This is a hint of his personality that displays his assertiveness. How soon after signing your contract did you leave for boot camp?
I left about 2 months later after signing the contract.
Were you nervous going into it?
No, not at all. I could care less.
Wesley's strong sense of assertiveness helped him go into boot camp with an attitude of, in his words, I could care less. His high drive helped him overcome the initial culture shock people usually face. We followed the previous question by asking him how boot camp was for him, and to no surprise, Wesley said that it wasn't hard at all.
Boot camp itself was easy. It's just kind of running, listen and obey, don't screw around, and you're pretty much okay.
His driven attitude helped him persevere through boot camp, knowing it was going to be a breeze on the way to dive school. Before leaving for dive school, Wesley told us about how he was getting lit up by his drill sergeants.
Had one person tell me I'll never make it because I was going to become a diver. And the diver has a 95% attrition rate, meaning we started out with only 120 and we graduated with 8 people. And they kind of knew that I was going to be a diver, and they're like, you will never make it. They were like having me stare at a tree, like directly into the tree, and they're like, you're never going to make it. You're going to fail. We're going to see you in a different field. Or you're going to get kicked out of the Army. And I'm like, okay. It was kind of like an instigation for me to actually do better when I got to my AIT because of that. I was like, dude, I'm going to pass because of all these douches.
Wesley took their comments as a challenge, so because of his competitiveness, these comments made him want to succeed. He successfully made it to his job and was one of the 8 out of 120 people that had gone to secondary training to become a diver. As training progressed, Wesley stated that it became more focused on studying. Although many people benefit from studying groups, Wesley decided he didn't want to study with people.
Well, I mean, they're just tests, so yeah, I mean, you could study with a group member, you could do it by yourself, it really doesn't matter. I mainly did it by myself. I don't study well with others.
Many people with a Type A personality have a strong sense of independence, so it's no surprise that Wesley would strive better studying alone. The reason for this is that many people with a Type A personality are competitive and time critical. We've all felt this way at some point in time, maybe most commonly when someone is walking too slow in front of you, or when someone is going way below the speed limit and you're stuck behind them. Wesley announced that he had messed up during training. Although no one was harmed, Wesley explains that it was embarrassing because it rarely happened. People with Type A personality strive never to make mistakes because of their competitiveness.
I forgot to change the air over. So both him and another one of my friends both lost air while they were underwater. So yeah, so I was in huge trouble for that.
That doesn't happen too often.
That never happens.
Never.
That never happens. Luckily, we were in training atmosphere and stuff. But yeah, that was really, really bad. Oh, yeah.
Although this experience was embarrassing for Wesley, he was able to move on from it and grow as a diver. He didn't choose to let this mistake drastically affect his performance as a diver. Most people that have a personality type B would have cared about it and might have taken more time to correct their mistake. Towards the end of our interview, we asked Wesley what he plans to pursue for a degree and why he chose that path.
I really want to do nanoengineering. I chose it because I am always chasing the dream of making more money.
Wesley has very high hopes and achievements to make. It comes to no surprise because of his personality he was able to transition in and out of the military so easily. He has a very can-do, will-do approach in life, and that'll surely take him wherever he wants to go. We look forward to seeing him achieve all his goals. Thank you for allowing us to interview you, Wesley, and thank you for watching this presentation. On a final note, we would like to add this final clip for Wesley's family.
Don't join the military. Dad will take care of you. And my wife never wants me to join the military again. She couldn't put up with deployments if that were the case. So, love you both. Have fun.